At this point now, he's a personal trainer. He's been doing that for a lot of years.
So I first met Pastor Pump my freshman year. He came in as a substitute teacher, and before that, we had never really worked out seriously or really even cared about the gospel as much in my weight room class.
Dave has been responsible for helping me completely transform my life and set me on the path that I'm on today.
All right? Because I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring some truth, and I'm going to challenge you. And I hope you're ready for that.
When I met Dave, I'd just gotten out of prison. I've been in prison for about 10 years, let's put it that way.
Remember, Jesus did not come to take sides. He came to take over, and that's what lordship means.
Great minister, great pastor. I wouldn't have made it without him.
Pastor Pump he's the person that tells you what you need to hear rather than what you want to hear.
We need more biblical manhood being taught at this level, because right now we're getting a bunch of passive bedwetters out there, and that's what we like to call them in my ministry. They're bedwetters, and we don't need any more of them. We have those positions are filled at the church now.
Each and every day, he'd always tell us, weak men go to hell, and I cherish those words because it makes me want to be strong.
I think God's wanting to show our county, our state, He can still work through a band of young men. This is your moment to come out and shine and prove you belong.
He's also been amazing for my accountability, for my purity as a Christian man. He's been really helpful in helping me stay on the narrow path, and I can come to him and confess my sins, and he prays for me, and he always gives me the best book suggestions, and he'll even give me the book if he has an extra copy.
He was actually the first person to give me a Bible when I didn't have one, and I cherish it every day.
So God, be a man who has a mouth full of God's word and a heart full of honor. Be that guy.
Like with men like David Ashley and with ladies like Holly Ashley, they've truly changed my life. As Paul was to Timothy, a spiritual father, so David has been to me a spiritual father.
Don't back down.
I can't really express the love I have for Pastor Pump. He's an amazing person. I love him to death. I'd die for that man. At any moment, at any time, if I want to call him, he's going to answer. Any day, any hour, he's always going to have my back. And I can't express my appreciation for him enough.
I can look him straight in the eye and say, you know what, I have the greatest job, the most important job in the world, because I get the chance, okay? I get the blessing to mentor and build up dragon slayers in a time when there are real dragons out there.
And I think that one of the biggest problems in our society right now is that young men don't have good leadership or wise counsel or mentorship or whatever you want to call it from older, wiser, biblical Christian men.
Be a dangerous, mighty man of valor. And if you really believe that God is for you and no one can be against you, if you really believe that greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world, if you really believe that you are more than conquerors, then go out in the field and act like it. Don't think for 1 second that you're not here for a reason. Make no mistake about it. You're right where you need to be, right here, right now, for such a time as this. We are called to be strong and courageous, and without hesitation, envision the impossible, to do the impossible, because we serve the God of the impossible. Gentlemen, we are at war. We have been persecuted for being weak, for not showing our true strength. We fight for each other, and we fight for something much bigger than ourselves, and we will not go silently. And let everyone hear the sound of our war cry. God is us!
Men need to be discipled because men, whether you're a boy, a teenager, or a young man, or a man, you need discipleship. You were created to be a leader. You were created to be the king of your household. You were created to be a warrior. And so many men today are lost and they just go with the flow. And they really need men like David.
Dietrich Bonhoeffer said, sometimes we need a firm kick in the pants, an unsmiling expectation that if we mean these wonderful things we talk about in church and we sing about in church, then let's see something to prove it.
And it wasn't until I met Dave and he started to mentor me every single day that started to change and really helped grow me into the man that I am today.
Discipleship in terms of the one-on-one, a lot of the pornography issues, abortion issues, domestic violence issues.
He's just an excellent mentor to go to for advice, and I can always look to him if I have any questions or ever need prayer or anything like that. Even like I've called him many times like late at night, and if he doesn't answer, he texts me in the morning and says he was sleeping, but usually he does answer, and so he's been such a great mentor to me.
There's been many nights when he has called me just to check up on me. There's been many nights that after 10, 11 o'clock that I have called him because I'm in need of just talk and counsel, and he has always been there for me. Before
every game, me and Pastor Pump have like a ritual, but it's more than just a tradition. It really does affect everything. We always pray before every football game, and it's not as much about like praying that I'll play well, but more praying that I'll play to the glory of God.
Doesn't that make sense for all he's done for you? That you should turn around and give your best for his honor, for his glory, and stay out of his way? Not for yourself, not for anything else, but for him.
Like we would get together after chapels and we'd have our group things, all the guys, and Pastor Pump would just keep it 100% real and tell us what we need to hear and just like guide us on our journey rather than like patty caking it for us. Just, oh yeah, you can't do that. No, you need to do this if you want to be saved. You need to do this to lead others to Christ. You need to do this.
You see, Jesus didn't need the cross. You and I did.
Each and every day he'd always tell us, weak men go to hell, and I cherish those words because it makes me want to be strong.
You know, I have so much to owe to Dave, and I can only hope to become even half the man that he is right now, in hopes to, pass this on to the next generation and to help some young up-and-comers that are struggling.